Hi there, and welcome to the Potscast. Just checking my microphone's on. I thought I'd come down to Pottery Corner because even though there's no pottery, actually, I'm hoping that you're enjoying my holiday period where I bring you St. Lucia life and the randomness of it all and how I occupy myself when I'm on holiday because there's a good reason why I'm really happy and chilled to still be on holiday, and it's this. I have spent most of this week in conversations with Chinese people. Multiple Chinese companies that produce these container homes. I've given them very, very clear and exact instructions of how I want my building to be. And I'm at various stages with different companies. How I've decided to approach this is a very, very simple step-by-step basis. Firstly, I make sure I only focus on the step that I'm currently on. I don't look forward to the future. And the way that I think about it is this. Firstly, I need to know if what I have in my head is actually possible. So until I know if it's possible or not, I don't think any further. Once I know it's possible, I need to know how much it costs. Now, my thought process is this. I'm going to ask for my full wish list. I want to know how much it will cost if I get every single goddamn thing I want. And then once I get the price, I can then take away until it comes within the budget that I have, or I have to make a plan to increase my budget. So that's how I think. Dream big, work out what's acceptable from that. And when I talk about wish list items, I want to be able to plug in my solar panels without any other stress. Just put them on the roof and plug them in. I want a rainwater system already in the building itself. I want it to have airflow. I want to have the largest windows I can possibly afford so that we can take advantage of the views. I want a porch and a balcony. I have a whole big long list of wish lists, ceiling fans, floor outlets, the whole gamut of shit. I want everything in at this stage because I want to know if I'm dreaming big, how much is it going to cost me? So I know that this process is going to take a little while because it's custom. But the advantage is, once I've done this whole process and we've got the design right and they've produced it, I know when I hand over my money, I have a completed building. Because I can't take the heartbreak anymore. I just can't. I can't take the heartbreak of trying to get something built here. I've decided I need to know that when I hand over my money, I have a building. And the beauty of this is it takes 2 months to get here. In that 2 months, I'm preparing my land ready so that when it arrives, it just goes plop and plugs in and I'm done. So that's where we are with the build. We're going a completely different way. I know, it's all going my life, isn't it? Now, if you want to know what else happened, we went up north this week. So there's a lot of new stuff for me to show you and tell you about. So enjoy. So, we came up to Castries, well, technically Rodney Bay, and I've blown my entire shopping budget, clothing allowance, my entire annual clothing allowance, I've blown it in one shopping trip. But you're gonna love what I've bought. Okay, I don't have a fancy mirror or something inside that I can show you, so I'm gonna descend the steps to show you. Yeah, it turns out doing a twirl isn't as easy as everyone makes it out to be. So the first 3 dresses all cost the same amount. And I'm not going to tell you till we get to the 3rd dress. I'm going to flash the amount up for you. But yeah, I like this one. I like the back as well. Living in the Caribbean, all you want to wear really is floaty cotton dresses. So that's all I buy these days. So this is the third one and the last one. And would you believe that they're all £10, the equivalent of £10, about $12? And this dress was the most expensive. It was really expensive. It was 20 quid. Let's say about $25. Yeah. So in total, I spent 50 quid. But Amanda, I thought you said you blew your entire clothing allowance. I did blow my entire clothing allowance. My clothing allowance for the entire year is only 50 quid. Well, the EC equivalent of 50 quid. Now, you know I don't like white. So guess what I've done with my Crocs? I've done some alterations. Okay everyone, true confession. I lied. I told you the wrong prices. I know, you're thinking, that can't be right. That can't be right, the prices she said. No, it wasn't right, I lied. I didn't spend my full clothing allowance because my clothing allowance is only 50 and I'd already spent 20 of it. So yeah, the dresses weren't half as expensive as I told you. We're up in Rodney Bay and you can go to your really fancy restaurants and some of them have some, fancy food. But you know what? If you want good food, you come here and you get proper food in proper quantities. Okay, I think I have to introduce the next video. Every Sunday, my mum goes to visit my cousin Emmy. That's her niece, my cousin. And on Sunday, I decided to go with her because I hadn't seen her for a while and I love her to bits. Now, when we arrived, she was watching TV. Now, she really, really loves kung fu shows. You know, the old school from the sort of 80s, all those Bruce Lee kung fu films. She loves them. But not only does she love them, she provides commentary, and they are the best commentaries you've ever heard. So, here, for your delight, I present to you commentary by Cousin Emmy.
Oh, swing him around. Nice. That's it. Go straight at him. Remember your people. Give it to him. Go down. Good burger. Wicked. Good. Yes. Yes, you don't take it there now. Jackass. Go down. Right.
This episode of the Potscast was carefully assembled by me, Amanda, on the island of St. Lucia. Bye. If you want to have a go at doing what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, check out my pottery retreat.